Hi friends, upon request, I am doing a very brief tutorial on how to cover a book. This is a soft cover book, but the hardcover books are easier. Soft cover is harder, so this should help for both. The first step is to take whatever paper you would like to use and place your book within, just like Christmas gift wrapping. Take in your book and measured the front, the spine, and the back with whatever piece of paper you would like to use to cover it. The next step is to fold the paper over the outside of the book and match up the ends such that you can create creases for both sides of the spine of the book. So there's one side for the front. Here's the spine at the back. Next is to create creases for the top and bottom of the book. And next, we'll create creases for the loose edge of the book. Okay, so now you have creased paper that gives you a sense of what will fit around your book. And the next thing is to fold the top and the bottom of the paper so that it's just the right height of your book, or just a touch more than the vertical dimension of the book. Okay, so you may need to check it a couple of times, but you want to make sure that the top and bottom of the folded paper extends just a tiny bit higher and lower than the cover of the book itself. Next step is to fold in the left and right sides that will go underneath the front and back covers of the book. Okay, and then you tuck in the front and back cover to the little flap that you have created on the left-hand side and right-hand side of the paper. Finally, so that the cover does not come off while it's being read, you insert pieces of tape on the four corners of the cover on the front and back. I think it's a little easier if you start with the part of the cover that is closest to the spine on top and bottom on both sides, and then do the parts that are on the open edge on both sides. I realized that this might be a touch counterintuitive, so let's go through the steps for adding tape. So step one is in the inside cover, on the top and the bottom, you add a piece of tape, sticky side down, and you leave this little flap sticking over the edge on the top and the bottom. Then you close the book again. Making sure that everything is aligned, and you stick down that tape on the top and bottom. Okay, and then we'll repeat the same thing with the back cover. Tape on the top and bottom, sticky side sticking out at top and bottom, and then we close the book. We make sure that things are relatively aligned to our satisfaction. Herein we see the art and science of book covering. Especially like this edition was a touch warped when it came to me. Once you are satisfied, you put down the tape on the front and back, nearest to the spine. Okay. Next step is to tape down the flaps inside of the covers on the front and the back. So again, we want to make sure that the flap, or that the front cover is fully tucked into the flap, which you should have from the top and bottom pieces of tape, but just to make sure, if you pinch the front open side of the cover as you pull back the cover and then add the tape, you can make sure that the cover is fully inserted into the flap. And then we repeat on the back as well. One final step, if you would like, is to tape the top and bottom of the cover flap here. And that's very simple, just like taping the paper cover to the actual book cover. You want to pinch to ensure that the cover is staying put inside of the flap. Voila, and just like that, you have a paper cover in case A, you don't want people to give unsolicited commentary on whatever you happen to be reading, or B, the cover art is dreadful, or just not to your liking and you want to augment your experience of beauty when you reach for the book. That is all. I hope this has been helpful. Happy reading.